and girls. I wanted to show you how to make a symmetrical circular design that's very relaxing to create. So just take a look. What I did is I found some container tops, and they're in different sizes, one very large one medium, and then a smaller kind of, it's like a little stopper for my dressing. I liked how they all sort of fit together nicely, and I'm going to show you why I picked them in a minute. I'm going to make something called an underlay right now, and you could do it along with me. What you do is you take this large container top, and you're going to want to have a Crayola marker, and you go around the container top with it. Go the whole way around. And what this is going to do is it's going to make something that you could see through to when you go to do your design. So I'll show you that in a minute. After you do this, it's a good idea to fold this. I'll show you why. By folding it, you're going to be able to make sections in your design. And you want to just fold it so you could see. You're going to line up the curved lines as you fold it. See that? I'm going to fold it a few times, lining up those curved lines. What's going to happen is when you open it, it's going to make 8 sections, just like a pizza pie. That's how you know you did it right. Just count your sections. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the next thing that you want to do, is you're going to take your smaller container top, and you're just going to put it on the middle. You could do it by eye. And you want to go around that one, just the way I am. All the way around. And then you're going to take the little one and do it with that. I guess I should do it with a little bit bigger center. So I put it so that I could hold it easily. There you go. All right. Oh, looks like a target, doesn't it? All right. Now, the next thing that you do, just so that when you have the paper and you have it on top of it, you can see it well, you want to make sure that you go over the folds. You just take your marker and just trace where the folds are. So this is called an underlay. And it's going to make it so that you know where to keep your design in. Because you're going to be actually repeating a design 8 times to make this beautiful circular design. All right. Now, I'm going to switch to a Sharpie for right now. You don't have to, but I'm going to just because it's a little bit finer. And I'm going to put a piece of paper on top of this. And you could still see through it. You see that? And I'm going to use that as a guide. But I think it should be taped down because you don't want it to be moving around. So I'm going to flip this over, make sure that it's in a good place on my paper, that it's centered on there, and then take some Scotch tape. And I just want to make sure that it's on nicely, and I'm going to tape it right to that other paper. So it's not going anywhere. Don't want it moving around. So they're taped together. You want to smush them down so you can see it nicely. There you go. Okay. I'm going to move these out of the way, and you can see that well. In fact, I'll put the light down even a little bit more so you can see it even better. All right, so watch how I make this circular design. First thing I'm going to do is I'm looking at the middle of the circle, and I'm going to put in the very middle, circle, hand drawn. Everything's going to be hand drawn right now. Then I'm going to do some U shapes. They're going to be a little bit away from it. And I'm actually using the lines underneath. I'm looking at them to make sure that where there's a line, I don't touch the U shapes. All right. Then I'm going to make a circle. And I'm just keeping that circle the same distance away from the other circle that I see underneath. Now I'm going to make some kind of flowery shapes. I guess you could call that a half of an oval. And I'm using the lines that are underneath, going from one line to the other to keep it the same. And that's what you're going to do. Just watch those lines underneath go from one to the other to keep it the same. See that? All right. Now I'm going to make this a double line because we're going to be making this into a coloring page, and you want to make sure that you have room to color. And you'll see my lines aren't perfect. My hand is not perfectly steady, and nobody's is. So don't you worry if it's not perfect. All right? Okay, now I see this nice kind of a shape coming right off of here that I like. And I'm going to just use that shape, again, drawing lines to the outside of the lines that I see. Just following it around. And if you find it easier to pick up the paper and move it, which I think at this point I would, I'm going to do that. Then this line, instead of making it go straight across, I think I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make it curve. Curve again. Curve again. And keep doing that. You do it too. It's so much fun, and you're making up your own circular design, and it's so relaxing. Now I look at it and I think, what else might look pretty? Ooh, I'm going to try something different. Now I'm going to make a pointed shape. Watch this. I'm going to go right to the outside of this circle where the line comes up and make a curve and another curve as a point. Again, line comes up, curve, another curve. I don't know about you, but I'm having so much fun. I think this could become addicting because you can make so many different fun designs doing this. And this would make a beautiful gift to give somebody. You can make copies of this and color it all different colors. You could use different things, like you could paint it, or you could use colored pencil, or you could copy it on colored paper. Do so many things with this. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to try some of those things and make it into lessons for you. We'll see how that works out. Okay, so there you go. Wow, look how symmetrical that is. Symmetrical means it's the same on both sides. And look at how every section looks the same. And that's because underneath we can see, and we're just using that as a guide. Love that. All right, now I'm going to try something different. There's something called paisley, and that's sort of pretty. Paisley, it curves around. Watch what I do. Curves around, and then it comes down. I'll do another one, okay, except I'm going to do it backwards. So it curves around, come back to the middle, and then it comes down. But now I've got to copy that. That's a little tricky. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat a little bit. Watch, and you could do this too. Take a piece of paper, just tear a piece off. Why not trace it? Let's try this. Let's try this. This is my very first time doing this, but I think it would work. I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to draw. You know what? I better not do it with the Sharpie though, because it could end up making marks on that, and that's not good. So how about I go back to the Crayola and just draw lines, guidelines. That Crayola's running out a little bit. Do this one, okay? Draw the lines, and then trace. And now what I could do is slip it underneath. And I bet it's going to look so good because I could have it so I could just copy it every single time. And that's what you could do. Now, I think my tape's in the way, so I'm going to have to move my tape. That's okay. Kind of opened up my tape, and now I'm slipping it under. I just want to make sure I could see it good. Now I'm going to switch back to the Sharpie. Okay. And take that straight line down over here, and watch. Go around. Again, it's called a paisley design. It almost looks like a bent teardrop. There we go. Oh, look at how that worked. All right, just keep doing that. Slip it under. Get it in place. And do it again. Okay. Here it goes around. Do another one. I love this design. This is so pretty. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. Okay. Do another one. Hey, there it goes, up and around. And up and around. Keep on doing it. Slip it underneath. And if I'm going too fast, you could stop, you could pause. You don't have to watch me for the whole time that I do this either, because you understand what I'm doing. So that part you could really do on your own. I'll just record the whole thing to make it easy, in case anybody does want to do that, though. Alright, so I'm going to continue. Here we go, tracing it. Continue tracing around. And before you know it, you'll be all done. We have two more. What a beautiful design we make. Two more, and then the design will be done. Here we go. Around. and around, and one more. And I can't wait to see these colored. That's going to be so exciting. This is the first time I've ever done this, just like you. Okay. And there you have it. How beautiful. I hope you feel as relaxed as I do. All right. You have a good time now. And we're going to be coloring it soon. Bye.